That ass on a real note, I really just be setting up anywhere, you heard? And if you ask me why so far, I'm just giving myself room so I could put, the captions and everything that's going on with the video. Alright, alright, alright. So y'all already know. I'm your host today. Goodbye forever. What? I can't speak English today. Like, what's going on? Hold on. My name is. Hey, I didn't see you there. Nah, let me stop playing. Y'all already know who I am. If you don't know who I am, my name is Goodbye Forever. This is a word with forever. This shit forever. Yay! And we gonna get straight into it. We ain't gonna play around. You feel me? You feel me? I said you feel me. I said, do you feel me? Dark ass hey. I can't see these haters. Alright. I'm gonna stop playing. For it. Alright. Today we're gonna talk about don't settle for less, settle for what you want for real. And what does that mean? That can mean so many different things and so many different reasons and so many different ways for real. Don't settle for less, settle for what you want. So rather if that's a dream or an aspiration, but right now we're gonna talk about people, like your other half, your lovers and stuff like that. Because I know people like love a lot, but people don't even know what love is for real. You feel me? You feel me? Say you feel me. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Anyways, like I said, most people just settle for things, bro. Now, if you ask me, some people say that this is weird, but this is what I go off for real. If you don't know what love is and don't know the representation of what love should be a healthy relationship between of how you saw your parents raise you or whoever raised you or your grandparents or say just a representation of love for real in this pure sense in this pure form as in okay, that held the door open for mom. You know what I'm saying? Mom took care of us as the kids. Pops went out to go hustle. You know what I'm saying? Brought the money back. Protect. You know what I'm saying? Pops didn't tolerate no disrespect to his queen. You feel me? Moms wasn't out here being a hoe. You feel me? Mutual love, respect, molding, father protecting, mother nurturing. You feel me? And if you go back to the essence of love, say if you didn't have the best parents, say if you didn't have the best family to show you some love, say that you had a partner that was conflicted and no matter what you try to do, it just wasn't enough. You know what that goes back down to? It goes back down to whoever raised them and showed them love. No brainer. That's why your spouse is tweaking right now because somewhere down along his line or her line or hell both they were corrupted for real. They were corrupted, deep rootedly corrupted. Most people don't even know because they don't take the time to figure that out. Don't take the time to figure out who their partner is or who they fell in love with. Or that's why the reason why you get into situations, say of an argument, a disagreement, the communication part is not it because of how your individual, your other half was raised. What did they see? If your spouse hit on you, probably because you know why? Probably because he saw his or her or both used to get beat by whoever they was raised. It's as simple as that. If your spouse cheats on you, where do you think they learn that from? If your spouse have anger issues or depression or all of these situationships going on, it's because they are mimicking and imitating of what they learned. It's common sense. So when you get to know your spouse or when you get to know your other half, you should see signs of what you're dealing with. And not saying that they can't change, because anybody could change, but then again, at the same time, are they willing to change? Are they open to change? It takes time. It's not an overnight thing. It's not an overnight process, because whoever or however your spouse is acting, that's their natural element. That's what their natural habitat of they either A, honed in, or B, of what they learned from who, what they was what, from who or how they were raised, by who they were raised. Most people don't think about it like that. That's why you're supposed to hold a high standard to yourself, because every time you're getting disrespected by your spouse, you're disrespecting yourself. Just like I said with the other video. Like I said, no brainer. It correlates, because you know why? Everything I say is cohesive, because I'm a genius. No, brother. But for real, hold yourself to a higher value. Hold yourself to a higher stature. I don't even know what the first word I said. I'm just flowing with it. But anyways, like I said, hold yourself to a higher cause, bro. Don't settle for anything. You want love? Okay. It's okay to be wanting love, because we are human, right? But toxic love is not the way to go. You know what I'm saying? Physical abuse is not the way to go. Mental abuse is not the way to go. It's just adding more stress that's on top of your life for what situations that you already dealing with each other. And then if you have kids, guess what? Now your kids is going to carry the generational curse, or the incident that you're going through. Children pay attention to everything, bro. So you're passing that on to them, which way they gonna grow up with either anger issues, not know how to treat their spouse, because they're just seeing and they're paying too much attention to what y'all going through, bro. So be mindful of who you're dealing with. It's not bad to have high standards. Nothing's wrong with it. You want to mold a perfectly family for yourself, and not only for yourself. You want to be happy. You want to genuinely be happy with yourself and with your spouse, because it's supposed to be complementary to you and your personality, to your heart, to your soul, and know the person that you're dealing with. That's all I want to say. Know the person that you're dealing with, because down the line, for real, they're gonna show you who they really are. And if my tooth almost came out, my goat cap. That happens from time to time on episodes. But anyways, down along the line, you're gonna see who that person really is, and don't be surprised, because that's what you signed up for, and that was the science that you were supposed to see earlier on when y'all was in that friend state of mind before becoming best friends, before becoming lovers. Because most people don't know it's supposed to be a process before you get to where you get to, not just boom, we about to have sex and now we have kids, and now we have to raise a family that wasn't even supposed to be meant for kids that wasn't even supposed to be here. And then when they figure that out, or they find that out, or when they ever find that out or feel that vibes, that's when the trauma and generational curses keep going. Just a process on top of process on top of process. And it starts from loving yourself, not tolerating anything, not tolerating no disrespect. It comes from knowing what you want, molding into what you want. When you have clothes, right? You put on clothes that you like, right? When you eat food, your favorite foods, you place inside the things in your body that what you want. When you go to the job, well, not so much on jobs, because a lot of people work at places that they don't even like. That's why they're miserable. You're supposed to go to a place or environment. I understand sometimes you can't control it. You had to deal with what you had to deal with, but it's supposed to be your choice. The person you're dealing with is your choice, and it's not over. You can leave at any point in time. If you're doing it for the kids, understand that. But then again, at the same time, it was your choice that in the position and predicament that you're in now, so nobody can blame. You can't blame nobody but yourself. And signing out with a word with forever. This is forever. Yeah.